just yesterday, Soundtoys released a free plugin which you can get for free up until October 13th at soundtoys.com on the homepage. You'll see it right here. You click here to get more information, put in your account information, they'll send it to your iLok account, and they license it directly to your iLok software on your computer. No physical iLoks needed. So they call it the SIE-Q, which is from a German company actually pronounced Siemens, more like a Z in English. And the EQ is actually based on an old 60s EQ called the Siemens W295B. And according to Soundtoys, it's a very clean EQ, which also has a drive knob that you can push to really get some really cool saturation. So it's a super simple EQ to use, and I'll just go through the basic functions that are built into it and how they kind of work. It's an EQ, so it kind of works how you expect, and I definitely recommend you guys check it out. It's a free plugin for next couple weeks. So the best way to really try stuff out is to try it out yourself. But I'll just go through a quick run through after messing with it for a few minutes. So I'm actually gonna pull up the manual here so I can go through their specs. So essentially on the low knob, which is this guy right here, you can boost or cut up to 15 dB. When you're cutting, it's basically a low shelf shape. But while boosting, you get basically a bell-like shape with low center frequency, as it says here. And let's check out this graph here. So it pretty much outlines how it does when it boosts depending on where you are, which is kind of cool to know, but use your ears. You'll hear what it does. Next, we have the mid-frequency band, which can do minus or plus 8 dB. And you have 6 selections on the frequency where the other ones are fixed. You can't really set the high and the low. And let's go back to that manual. Let's see what the specs are. So the mid-frequency offers 6 fixed center frequencies that are useful for sculpting the mid-range. And such as 700 Hertz, 1000 Hertz, 1500 Hertz, 2300, 3500, 5600. And in this graph, they're showing us an example of just 1.5K. So it's cool to know, and again, use your ears, but I figured since I'm showing a plugin and there's no set frequencies shown on there, that I might as well check out the manual. And it's a pretty gentle curve. And the next one we have is the high, which is similar to the low. You can boost or cut up to 15 dB. So when cutting, it essentially creates a low-pass filter. And when boosting, it's basically a gentle bell curve or shape. Now the next thing we have here is the drive control, which the range is either minus 15 or plus 15 dB. And it's referring to the amount of gain added to the output amplifier. And I should note also that there is an actual gain reduction applied after the saturation stage. So the auto gain stage reduces the signal level proportionally to the amount of drive applied. And it's not like a compressor or limiter. So this helps keep the output levels from getting too high as you drive up the controls. Essentially, it will not clip. But you can get a really cool saturation and drive through it, which I was messing with and it sounded really cool on acoustic guitars. Which, that's a lot of talking, huh? So you guys want to hear it. So even though you should trial it and check it out, I'll do a quick thing on acoustic guitars here. Let's make sure this is bypassed. Let's hear what they sound like without any processing on it, just a little reverb. Cool, and let's see what I did here. So I added quite a bit of drive, plus 12, because I liked how it sounded. I thought it thickened up the sound a bit. We added about plus 8 on the high shelf, and I took away the mids at 4 dB at 1K, as you can see here. So dB is at 4, but it's on the left side, so let's take it away. If it was on the other 4, that would be boosting. And it's selected to 1, so if you want to do any other one, just move it around. And on the lows, I'm taking off about 6 dB on the low end. So here's what it sounds like processed. Let's add a little more drive, just to see what it can do. And let's hear the before. And of course, you can go in and level match it to really be sure, but I hear the thickness. Obviously, it's louder because I'm adding some high end and driving it a bit. But I find the sound to be thicker, not just louder. So definitely check it out. This tutorial is mostly to show you that the plugin exists. It is free. And again, you can go to soundtoys.com. They make some other awesome products as well you should check out. They all have a lot of color, which I like, such as the capitator and the radiator, which I use a lot of mixes. But this is free. You can't beat free, right? And it's a colored EQ, so it has a vibe to it. It's not just like another, really clean EQ. This can really get a lot of color if you want, which I feel like I have enough clean EQs, but I checked this out because I saw the drive knob, so I'm like, oh, I gotta grab that. And I would have paid 130 bucks, but if you get it before October 13th, it's free. So check it out. And as always, guys, if you like this video, let me know in the comments. If you want to see any other type of videos, also let me know in the comments. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe and have a great day. Thanks for watching.